killed. None of the governors ever rose up to condemn what happened. They cannot speak. That tells you who their master is. But Ihechirika was bombing Boko Haram, a certified terrorist group, killing, bombing, and maiming people all over the place in the north. Buhari came out and said an attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the north. Very, very open. They voted for him and he won. But look at the type of politicians you have. With the exception of Abaribe, look at the people you have. They killed their own children in front of their eyes. People that committed no crime. But because how can you promise 7 governors the president at the same time? And they all know they've been promised something, all of them together. And they are now working as much as possible to outdo each other in terms of how they sabotage their own people. And these are the people you want us to respect? You want us to respect people that their own people are being killed and they kept quiet. You want us to respect them. Now you know. If you want to know the difference between a man and a weasel, if you want to know an Abuja-sponsored politician, go and look at all of them. It was only Abaribe that spoke. Only Abaribe that said something sensible. Look, have they said anything? And these are the people you want us to vote for to become. You want us to vote for these people who couldn't utter a word when the people were being killed. These are the people you want us to make president. That time, they will tell them, if you want to go for second term, go and kill all of your youths. Go and kill IPOB. They will come and they will do it. You see this slaughter of IPOB family members in Enugu is a two-edged sword. Now, I want you to tell me who amongst all the idiots doubting they want to be president, who amongst them is qualified if you cannot speak up against injustice against your own people? You want to be president? Come now, let us see. Who wants to be president? By then, anyway, Biafra will stand on his own. They are wasting their time. No wonder they're sabotaging it. Somebody, because of your presidential ambition, you don't want Biafra to come. You don't want your people to be free. You want us to be suffering. All because you and your family, you want to answer head of state of Nigeria. Because of that, we must suffer. Because of that, we must continue to endure Fulani Janjaweedism. Because of one man's ambition to be president. And in this case, should I say 7 men? Because they go about, distributing it like a confetti, flying out all over the place. Oh, you want to be president of Nigeria? It's your turn. Igbo man, it's your turn. Yes. Because of that, you will be president. Yes. But now, give us a Mietiala settlement in your village. And they willingly they give. They say, oh, there's a way to do it. Oh, you need to be strategic. Strategize what? Are you more intelligent than Azikiwe? Are you more intelligent than Azikiwe? They outmaneuvered him. As learned, as wise as Azikiwe was, they managed to outmaneuver him. Talking of a wretched idiot with a bot degree from somewhere that forgot his boxer shorts in the north. As somebody said, well, perhaps when they are a bit normal, when their backside is a bit normal, they talk sense. Once their backside has been opened up in Katsina and in Sokoto, they start talking rubbish. Mad people everywhere. Mad people everywhere. Of course, it will not surprise me at all. If our app is under attack, we expect it from them. But in the end, we always prevail. People are listening and they're saying it is fine, that it's okay. That's what I'm hearing. So anybody writing about it is wasting their time, of course. That is Sharia coming, not even Sharia, Islam is coming your way. You see their trick and you see their game. You all see it, but you keep quiet. When IPOB says, oh, go and kill them, and some of you are jumping up and down. You think we'll forgive and forget? You've got to be joking. You've got to be dreaming. Because we can never, ever forgive and forget. It is impossible. Absolutely impossible. You must understand that. You must understand that. You must. That's what they're doing. There is security alert in our place, please. Inokon Ako Ohafia in Ohafia LGA. In Ohafia LGA. Yesterday and today, there was a Toyota Camry car with a tinted glass escorted by 2 army military vans loaded with armed Fulani soldiers patrolling the village of Okon Ako every morning around 10 o'clock, taking live video and pictures of the environment as they patrol on their convoy. I want our people to know, all of you in Ohafia, to take note of these very people who are perambulating. We also understand that some Efulefus in Enugu may be responsible going door to door and pointing at homes where people are living. Our people must be very, very careful. They will only come in the afternoon. They cannot come at night, because if they come at night, they know they will never go. They know they can never, ever go. They understand that very, very well. That is why they are doing all they can to make sure they arrest many people in the afternoon. These are murderers and killers. That is why they are terrorists. Anybody you see in army or police uniform is a terrorist. I am warning you now, they are all terrorists, and they must be treated like terrorists. The merchants of terror that they are, that is the treatment that they deserve, and we will not stop in our campaign until the world recognizes that Nigerian army and police are terrorists in uniform. Even worse. Anybody doubting you, go and show them the video of the carnage, where because they specialize in killing unarmed civilians. That's what they do. Boko Haram, they run away, they go and look for Chad, they beg Cameroon, they beg Niger, please come and help us. America, give us a helicopter, these are come and help us. When it comes to unarmed civilians, you see them, they are boasting and jumping all over the place, because that is Fulani's motto. The way they operate, they intimidate, they subdue, they terrorize, and they take over your land. That's what they do. But not in Biafra land, they cannot do that. And they know that very, very well. They know that very, very well. The governor of Enugu State, where the massacre of innocent people happened, has been told, he's been told by Abaribe, Senator Abaribe, the only man left standing. The only man left standing. The rest are lily-livered cowards who should have no business with politics. It's our turn. Our presidency, rubbish, spreading their money everywhere, thinking they're going to deceive us again. You are dreaming. All of you are dreaming. It doesn't matter. You take your stupid presidency and put it where the sun doesn't shine. You are all dreaming. If they can kill your people, you cannot speak. You want to come and contest for president. Let us see where you're going to go and do the campaign. Let us see where you do the campaign. Mad people everywhere. Abaribe have told Enugu State Governor to institute a panel of inquiry. If they're going to do it, we do not know. Nobody has an idea, but they have been told to try and institute a panel of inquiry to look into what happened. He was the only man that spoke. Look at the rest of them. Senator this, Senator that. I want to contest for Anambra. I want to contest for Imo. Look at all of them. They didn't say a word. They are afraid if we say something now, we will damage our chances. You see the way they reason. But we stood behind Abaribe, and they did all their nonsense. Abaribe returned with almost 95% of the votes. I don't know what is wrong with her. I don't know what is wrong with them. You're so frightened of Fulani Janjaweed that you cannot speak the truth because you want political office. Mad people everywhere. The Senate minority leader Abaribe on Tuesday condemned the alleged killings of Igbo youths in Emene, Enugu State, by some security operatives. He said the killings of the Igbo have given room to wide suspicion of a sinister. Of course, there's always been a sinister motive. They compressed the economy of the East, so we have to travel abroad to look for greener pastures. If you're lucky, you get a visa. If not, you head to Lagos or you head to Abuja, you head to Kaduna, you head to Zaria, you head to Sokoto, you go to Kanu or you go to Meduguri. That's what they have done, very cleverly. Now, since we have defied all their attempts to depopulate our land, to bring in Janjaweed from across the Sahel, they have resorted to killing people. And that is what we are resisting. Abaribe said there must be, and it will not cost the Enugu governor anything. He is no longer seeking for re-election. So I see no reason why he should not be able to constitute a panel of inquiry. And nobody can impeach him, because if they try it, they know what will come their way. It will never, ever, ever happen. So we do not know what is happening. I do not know. I do not know. Please, very, very important that our people understand this, that the Enugu State Governor has been told, go and constitute a panel of inquiry, and he must do it, to find out what, we want to prove to the world what happened. But I'm sure the Fulanis won't let him. We want to prove to the world what happened in Enugu. We want to let the world understand that the Zoo army and police, that they are terrorists. Zoo is Nigeria. That they are terrorists. These are the things that the world must bear in mind. And that is why we must remain resolute and relentless. The time now is top of the hour. A minute past 8 p.m. in the blessed land of Biafra. We are live and we are direct. And the whole world is listening. The whole world, our people must be very, very careful. And always video them. Always take pictures of them. Very, very important. Anytime you see, take these videos from a safe distance. Very, very important. Wherever you see them, you must take their videos. Because they have a habit of lying and denying the atrocities that they commit. Very evil. They want to do all these things. Go to your villages now. Most of the forests, you have Fulani settlements there. Some of you living in Enugu, you cannot tell me you have not seen them. When you travel to other places, do you live in the bush? We are in Oduduwa territory. We are in Janjaweed. We are in Hausa land. Are we not? Can't our people reason? Do we live in the forest? They come to our land. They go to the forest. They take it by force. So in a few years' time, they will tell us that we must have an emir, the emir of our people. And because of somebody's stupidity, the same thing we are suffering today, because of Azikiwe's stupidity, see where we are today. Azikiwe wanted to be prime minister of one Nigeria. Because of that, he sold our people. Look at the mess we are in today. Look at the mess he left us with. The same rubbish is about to repeat itself. And our people are busy talking rubbish. Presidency. Go and look at the history of colonialism. Those that fought to end colonial rule. Look at what they did to Zeke. If you don't have any brain, go and check it very well. You don't see what's there and they killed him. Did the world fall to pieces? The answer is no. Fulani took over. I want our people to reason, please. Go and reason very, very well. And this very evening, you know these people, we are prepared. If you are a Biafran, if you're a Biafran or an Igbo man, woman, army or police or DSS, and they send you and you run out, you're coming. IFEB, what are you? Because they have promised you promotion. You will die. You will die. Because anybody in that uniform is seen as a janjaweed. Once you're in that uniform and you're outside, you're seen as a janjaweed. That is who you are to. You're a terrorist to us. For your information. For your information. Now let me tell you precisely what they are reporting, so that the world may know and bear us witness. And I want this news to be put everywhere, so that the Fulefu and their parents will know. Most of them, their father is from the north, and they fathered them, and they gave birth to rubbish, a lineage of nonsense. Nigerian army cautions soldiers over alleged killings of DSS operatives by IPOB members, directs them to wear mufti in public. The Nigerian army is saying, do not wear your uniform outside your barracks. We don't want you to be attacked by IPOB. Anything that happens to you is your business. Even if you're wearing mufti, we know you. Once you're a soldier, we'll find you, we'll know where you are. If you're in a public transport, you're gone. Wherever we find you, copy what I'm saying. Send it to Trump, send it to Pompeo, send it to Queen Elizabeth, send it to David Cameron, is what I'm saying. If we find you anywhere, you are a goner. You are gone. For killing unarmed people. Almost every 6 months, you must kill people who are unarmed. Innocent people. And now you want to wear mufti and come outside. That's what it was reported by Sahara reporters. In an internal signal dispatched to different formations unit commanders, the Nigerian army asked all troops to be on the alert and to avoid individual movement in uniforms outside the barracks. Efulefu, what does that tell you? Okoko, what does that tell you? They know. They know. Do you know we don't fight like cowards? We tell you what we are going to do before we do it. So you know. That's who we are. And we are telling them, even if you wear mufti and you have started something you cannot finish. The police commissioner in Enugu State, the DSS director in Enugu State, the army, 82 division, you have started something you can never ever finish. How many are you people? Do you outnumber us? Even if you recruit every Fulani Janjaweed into the army, do you outnumber Biafran people? You know you don't. No, you don't. You don't. They are warning them. They are warning them not to come to wear mufti. But if we see them, we will know them. It doesn't matter if you're Igbo, you are a Joy, you are Ibibio or Efik. Once you are with them, you are an enemy of the people. and you will suffer for it. So if you like, we are mufti. If you like, we are disguise yourselves as women and come out and do. You can wear wig. That is the reigning thing now in Abuja. Mask. Aisha's boyfriend. They have 4 types of mask they can give him to wear to deceive all of you gullible fools. You cannot deceive us. You cannot deceive us. You cannot deceive us. Publish this news, please. It's from Sahara Reporters. You're cautioning your soldiers because of us. You have started something you cannot finish. Every time we'll be on our own, you'll be coming to kill us. Every time you see people, you kill. And what is wrong with you? Because you want to take over our land? You want to take over the land of Biafra? Is that what you think? Nnamdi Kanu is alive and you think you will take over Biafra land? In your dreams, all of you, you are all dreaming. Both you, all of you, your fellow Efulefus, the traitors who are within, you are all dreaming. And all of the fake accounts, all of the idiots you have contracted in Russia to be churning out fake accounts, writing rubbish, you have all failed. All of you have failed. You are wasting your money. You are wasting it. You have tried before to stop us. Did you succeed? You have tried. That was why you brought BBC Igbo, to see if BBC Igbo can confuse some idiots from questionable lineage. Have you succeeded? Have you succeeded? No, you cannot succeed. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. Anybody who thinks that we are going to relent, you are dreaming. The more you kill us, the more formidable we become. The angrier we become. And the more the level of consequence you have to bear when the time comes. When the time comes, people who are reasonable see how they speak, see how they talk. Insecurity. Buhari, of course, is the Fulani government. Buhari, everybody knows that Buhari is dead. Yoruba should carry licensed guns. Gani Adams Council. If it is a Biafran now saying this, you see every manner of idiot. The only reason why I hated our people going to the north before the war was because of the nonsense they gave birth to. Nubawosa and Yoruba land. Rubbish. They gave birth to nonsense with Biafran names. Gani Adams, his council is saying that allow people to carry guns. If you say they will now call Umahi, they will call the governor. So, are you there? What are you doing? Do something. Remember, you're going to be the president. They know it's a lie. You know you're going to be the president of Nigeria, His Excellency. Are you there? The head of state, commander-in-chief, are you there? This is an ordinary, useless, bloated governor. Are you there? Do something. The idiot will come out and issue a useless press release. Now you can see it. People are now canvassing for guns to be carried in the open. To stop who? To stop Fulani. Fulani, for nearly 220 years, they have been on the march, non-stop, until they get to Atlantic. That is their mission. But a Fulefu can never see it. A Fulefu wants money. A Fulefu wants money because they know that being a Sabo pays. After the war, when we allowed people like Opa Biasika to live, was the greatest mistake we ever made. Opa Biasika. What they did, what Opa Biasika's presence did was to embolden saboteurs, Sabo and traitors, to embolden them, to know that there is a reward. Because Fulani is always willing to pay. Once you come out to betray your people, Fulani will pay you very well. And that's what they're doing. And that is why they can never go scot-free. God is out. They know now. Don't they know that? They know that dead men and women walking. They understand that very clearly. They know that very well. If the zoo army is crying, how about an ordinary wretched cockroach? How about an ordinary wretched? We are not going to stop anyway. And everybody knows that. They are saying, we want to carry arms. Yoruba is saying, allow us to carry arms. And I will tell you the reason why later on. I will tell you the reason why later Yoruba is asking to carry arms. Begging that they want to carry arms. Because our people will need to understand what these guys have in store for us. What they have in store for us. That the world may know that the Fulani have come to conquer. And Britain is aiding and abetting them. Britain is the one supporting them. Moving them and pushing them forward. Go and conquer. Go and conquer. That guarantees free access to oil and gas. That's why they're doing what they're doing. Don't you know that? That is why they're doing what they're doing. And they have failed, and they will continue to fail. Now, Yoruba, Gani Adams is saying, the Generalissimo of Yoruba land is saying, allow us to carry guns to defend ourselves. Because you can see Fulani with his cattle, they have AK-47. They have, you'll be asking yourself, how can somebody who is moving cattle have gun from where? Supplied by the Nigerian army, protected by the Nigerian police. Do you understand that? Why would somebody moving cattle from place to place have AK-47? Why? Because you don't know that they are coming to conquer you until it is too late. Until it is too late. And let me tell our people one thing they don't know about the Fulani. The Fulani play what I call the waiting game. They wait. Over the years, they wear you out. Once they wear out your people by planting as many traitors and saboteurs as possible, then they now strike. Unfortunately, they have not been able to penetrate Yoruba structure that much. You know our people now. Call one of them now. Pretend you're a Fulani man. Call any politician and say, you're going to be the next president we've been thinking. Look at Edo. You saw what happened in Edo. Look at Obiano during his election. He had to run to go and bow before Jubril. Look at Edo. They had to travel. Look at Bajabia Amila. That's his name. The Speaker of the House. He had to convert from Christianity to Islam so they can make him the Speaker of the House. Look at Edo. The one that said he's contesting under APC. He's a pastor. He had to go and convert to Islam to win an election. You see how they control you? Do you see? It starts as a joke. It's our turn. Look at the way they blackmailed and pressured Jonathan. He gave them INEC chairman. Once he gave them INEC chairman, that was the end of him. Do you think Fulani will be objective in their lives? Of course not. They produce nothing, they add nothing, they contribute no value to the economy. All they do is to steal, to cheat, to lie, and to terrorize. That's all they do. That is the only thing that they do. Who doesn't know that? Who does not know that? You saw them, they pressured Jonathan. Jonathan foolishly gave INEC to them. Look at where we are today. They want to do the same thing in Yoruba land, and Yoruba are saying, no, you cannot do it here. They formed Amoteku. Now listen carefully to this, please. Our people don't, once it comes now to the east, they say, hey, can't you see Amoteku? All the state assembly, they agreed. They will never remember, there's a Fulefu, there's a way and a Fulefu things. They will never remember that Amoteku was formed before being ratified by the various state assemblies that you have in Oduduwa land. That was how that's the history of it. Now that Amoteku is standing, and at least to an extent, helping to police and keep Oduduwa land safe. What have they done, the Fulani? They've been thinking. They thought that the East will go against the West. They thought Biafrans would go against Oduduwa by being against Amoteku. We came out. We were the first to support Amoteku. And we'll support it forever and ever. Now, since they couldn't divide them, they bribed some people to say, oh, this is not federal government, whatever rubbish. They bribed a few Muslim Yoruba to talk rubbish. They failed. Odudu was too strong on Amoteku. The governors moved although that some of the governors are in APCO, understand the difference between an Igbo Fulef and the one from Oduduwa land. That's the difference. Despite the fact that most of the Yoruba governors they are in APC, they still went ahead to form a security outfit. Understand this very well. They formed Amoteku before the state assemblies ratified it. Yes? Good. Now, our land is under siege. Ebonyi. Every day we are battling in Ebonyi to keep Ebonyi safe. Ask the Efulefus you have in Ebonyi state. Ask them, please. Ask them, I beg of you. Why is it that you don't want to have a security outfit for the whole of the East? Ask them. And I will tell you why now. Because they have been promised presidency they will never ever see. Look at what they are. I want the world to understand how the Fulanis are pressuring the Yoruba people to abandon Amoteku. Look at what they're trying to do. They have tried to pressure them to abandon it. They said no. They now want to water it down. And I want to read the news for you so you understand. That is the way they work. When I told people that the creation of states was designed to hand power over to the Fulanis, they didn't understand it. You see, creation of states. and local government is the worst thing to ever happen to people. Regions are very strong. Do you know why the Fulanis don't want any region? Because that was what was contained in Aburi. Britain is against region. If you have a regional structure, a confederation, a regional structure, they know that the economy of the East will surpass that of the UK. They know it very well. Britain doesn't want a shining beacon to come out of Africa. Britain does not want the world to see the ingenuity of Biafrans. They cannot do it themselves, so they're using Fulani to do it for them. And Fulani is, of course, being black, the demented people. They will do anything the white master asks them to do. So you don't know that? You don't know that they are doing the work of the devil for them? Because Britain knows that in a confederation, in an Aburi-styled Nigeria, that the East will be the best performing economy in the whole of Africa. They know that our economy will challenge that of Britain. They know that very well. Don't you know that? They know that very, very well. That is why they are doing all they can to suppress, to kill, to make sure that Biafra doesn't rise up. You don't know that? Now listen. Amotekun, a regional security outfit. Now listen to this news. The presidency says the Western Nigeria Security Network, codenamed Operation Amotekun, will now be run in accordance with the structure defined by the Inspector General of Police, who happens to be a Fulani man. Do you understand? Now what they're going to do is to weaken Amotekun. What they're going to do is to try and get it to obey their command structure, to now allow Fulani Janjaweed terrorists to be able to penetrate Yoruba land without Amotekun being able to do anything about it. They want to control Amotekun. Are you following? Do you see the way the Fulani is the reason? Do you see how forward thinking they are? They know what Amotekun portends, that it will not allow them now to take over Yoruba land beyond Kwara State. They have taken already. Now, are you following? What did they say? They said the Inspector General of Police will now control the Western Nigerian security network. Are you following? The senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, said this on Channels Television Sunrise Daily. Shehu was speaking on the approval of 13 billion by the government for community policing across the 36 states of the Federation. He said, whatever name they go by, this is according to a Fulani man, Fulani spokesman for the presidency. Not president, but presidency. Whatever name they go by, Amotekun or whatever, this is what he's saying, he will not mention Hisbah. They have Hisbah police in the north. If you drink alcohol, they jail you. If you drink alcohol, they cut off your hand. If they catch you selling beer, they fine you, they flog you, they destroy all your wares. They will not tell you that they have just introduced Sharia, or should I say Islamic rule in Zamfara state. They won't tell you that they have Islamic police in the north enforcing their Sharia rules. No, he won't tell you that. No, never. He is Muslim, he's Fulani. They own Nigeria. He will tell you what to do. Nigeria belongs to them, and they do as they please. Have you ever heard him before come out to talk about Hisbah police or Hisbah army? No, but he will talk about other people. And now, hear him. Look at how derisory, look at how insulting the language that he was using. Amotekun or whatever, look at that, will be streamlined, and they will be run in accordance with the structure as defined by the Inspector General of Police. They will be localized. They will be owned by local communities. They'll be managed by them. You know what he's saying? They will be localized means it can no longer be an Oduduwa force. It can no longer be a Yoruba defense arm. They want it to be handled by local government, so Miyetti Allah can overrun one after the other until they conquer the whole of them. You see how they think their brain is full, and you see their brain. Oh, you have formed Amotekun, there is no problem, but now they want to weaken Amotekun structure. By weakening it, they want to make it local. Local means, now you say, like in our land, you say, oh, it's now under the hands of the PG, President General. They go to the idiot and say, oh, Mietiala wants to buy land in your village. The land is worth maybe 4 million, but we'll give you 20 million. And allow Mietiala to be there. And give us where is your local security network? He will show them the vigilante. And Mietiala will go there and overrun them. As I posted earlier, For people who don't understand the way that Fulani reasons, some of you who pretend you don't know, why is it that IPOB family members were in a prayer meeting, they mobilized the DSS, police, Air Force, and Army at the same time to go and kill people? Whereas when Nimbo, I posted it on my page, on my Facebook. Of course, Facebook is suppressing my post. I know that very well. I posted it on my page. Go to my page, you will see it. When Nimbo Ozowane was being attacked, I recall very clearly as I wrote today, I know that Ugwani was calling Buhari then, he was alive. Buhari never picked his call until the Fulanis finished killing people in Ozowane and they left. Once they left, Buhari answered the phone when he was alive. And I want to ask all of you that claim you are the elite, you live in Abuja and in Lagos, when you got those phone calls that Ozowane was under attack, that Fulani headsmen are in Nimbu killing people, and you were calling DSS in Enugu, did he answer the phone? I want anybody to come out to say that during the attack on Nimbu, that DSS was reachable, or that they contacted Commissioner of Police in Enugu State. They are all Fulani. None of them was reachable. Not Omahe. Ugwani called Buhari then, he was alive in 2016. Buhari didn't take the phone. These were calls distress calls going to the army, the police, the DSS, and the presidency. Nobody answered the call. Until the Fulani people finished killing, they left Bimbo, and now they came the next day. But this one there was no public disturbance, there was no problem, no trouble, no fracas, nothing. They came and they killed. And the police commissioner said, and they called for enforcement. But when people of Nimbo was calling for enforcement, there was nobody. These are historical facts, which I would advise every Efulefu to go and study, including BBC Igbo. Go and study it. BBC Igbo, I want you to go and investigate. Ask the zoo, army and police and DSS, why did you not respond to Nimbo distress call when people were being massacred in Nimbo? I want zoo journalists to go and ask. Go and investigate. I want every Efulefu to go and ask. Now you can understand why we do what we do. But people were gathered somewhere and they were praying and clapping, and you came and you shot them. But when the same people were under attack by your own people, terrorists, Fulani terrorists, you did nothing. You did absolutely nothing. Now, what does that tell you about the zoo? Let us continue. He is saying, we want to water down Amotekun. We want to bring it down village by village, so it will no longer be a Yoruba-wide security outfit. And after that, they will pick you. Once you're village by village, they have the money, they control the armory, the Britain is on their side, they will pick you off one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. Don't you know that? That's what they want to do. And of course, the Oduduwa people, they are sensible enough not to cave into this rubbish. They cannot cave into this nonsense. Do you see the way they operate? Because they want to, they are in a hurry to take over everywhere. And nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. That is why we must remain resolute. That is why we must remain vigilant. That is why we must all pursue Biafra until Biafra comes. We are not stepping back. None whatsoever. He further stated that policing structure will be the same across the 36 states, and whatever does not conform with the national structure will not be in the scheme of things. In other words, everything has to be as the Fulani wants it. If not as the Fulani wants it, it is rubbish, it's not going to work. Look at them. Do you see the way they are? They want to take you over. They did the same thing to Hausa people. Today, there is nothing called Hausa Fulani. Forget that garbage. The only thing they have is Hausa language. Hausa people no longer exist. They don't exist. Oh, come here. Come. Okay, come. You get promotion. Oga Haruna is calling you. Okoresa. Haruna will tell him, okay, my boy, come here. You see those people, they want to divide Nigeria, IPOB, those people, Oga, me, my hand no follow, I know be one of them. They send you come, you will die. That's for information. I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, you will come as the fool you are, you will die there. Fools everywhere. They want, the constitution of the committee will be defined by including all council chairmen, traditional rulers, and religious leaders. And that's what they want to do. Religious leaders, so they'll bring imams to be part of Amotekun. They'll bring Fulani people to be part of Amotekun. They water it down. And as they are killing you, you will call your vigilante, you will call Amotekun, you will not hear anybody. That's what they want to do. You want people to subject their security apparatus to the same structure that you have, so that when Fulanis are killing people somewhere, nobody will respond. That's what they want to do. So you don't know that? Unbelievable. We are live and we are direct. The time now is 27 minutes past 8 p.m. in the blessed land of Biafra. We are bringing you the news that some people are running away from, and they can never, ever bring. They want to determine the fate of Amotekun. That's what they want to do. They want to control everybody. What they did to Hausa people, they want to do to all of you. If you're foolish, you allow it. If you all rise up with IPOB, we stand against these vandals and they will disappear overnight. When I was preaching this gospel before, and I'm very, very happy today that the news is gone viral, it is everywhere. And I want to thank everybody who brought out this very news, everybody who has ever commented positively about this. It is a very simple headline, which of course, Tinubu being who he is, they have paid the Tribune and they have now removed this very, it's this day. You know, this day has a way of publishing scoops, these very hard to come by news. It was this day that also published what Buhari, the late Buhari, said about an attack against the North. An attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North. They paid them money, they went and removed it. That's what they do. It's a business. This day newspaper is run like a business. If they run a scoop, if they run a sensational news that is true, after a while, you pay them money, they quietly go online, they pay Google, it's their property, they withdraw everything. If you go now online, you can no longer find this news. This was what I was telling all of you a while back about Tinubu. You don't know him, but I do. Tinubu, before he came back from exile, he was about restructuring. He wanted regionalization, he wanted confederacy, he wanted Aburi, he wanted all these things. He rejected, in fact, the 1999 Abdul Salami Constitution. That is a fact. I want to let the world understand that an average black politician in Africa has no soul. They have no conscience. They have no morals. The only thing that drives them is money and power of office. To be called excellency, that's all that matters to them. Now listen. I have said it before that nobody believes in one Nigeria. Nobody does. Nobody in their right mind, nobody who is sane will ever believe in one Nigeria. It is impossible. And some of you said, no, it's one Nigeria. I want to tell you something today. Some of you have seen this. It has gone viral everywhere. And please, can somebody put it on my page, please? I beg of you, so that those who are on Facebook can at least see it. And those who are listening via the app, afterwards, they can also come and join and see it as well. I want you to put it there, and I want to read the headline for you. You have seen it before. The headline reads, I don't believe in one Nigeria, Tinubu. He doesn't believe in, nobody believes in it. They only want one Nigeria because of oil and gas in Biafra land. They want one Nigeria because they can hide under one Nigeria to loot, to steal, to pillage. Once you have the right Fulani connections, nothing will happen to you. That's what they've been doing. That is why there is no electricity, no good roads, no good hospitals. That is why your schools have failed. That is why everywhere during rainy season turns into a floodplain. That is why people are suffering, very hungry. That is why they give you Big Brother to distract you, because they know the people are very foolish. Tinubu doesn't believe in one Nigeria. These are the people that say, go and kill IPOB, kill them, it's one Nigeria, our country, our nation, because they are hypocrites. Inside them, they don't believe in it. He's not alone. Even the Janjaweed politicians, they don't believe in one Nigeria. Even the Fulefu politicians we have in Biafra land, they don't believe in it either. Nobody believes in one Nigeria. All they want to do is to make money, wield power and influence. And that's all. The news is here. If you don't believe in Nigeria, then what are you doing? Have you seen it here now? Has everyone now seen it? Please publish it on my page. Publish it, please, that the world may see. Those telling you about one Nigeria. He does not believe in one Nigeria. He does not believe in it. What does that tell you about them? What does this tell you about those who are shouting, those you are following, Sabon TK, those you are, can you see them? BBC Igbo, that is the saboteur headquarters. BBC Igbo, can you go and see Tinubu and interview him about what he said? He doesn't believe in one Nigeria. Nobody in their right senses will ever believe in one Nigeria. Lugar did not believe in it. Flora Shaw did not believe in it. Nobody believed in it. Even Britain that created the zoo, they don't believe in it. Nobody does. You have to be a fool to believe in one Nigeria. He's here now. Can you see it here? Can you see it? It's very, very clear. Can you see it? I don't believe in one Nigeria. Tinubu, very clear. It is a Yoruba this day, of course, is Yoruba. It's here. Interview he gave in 1997. Very clear. Do you see it now? That we are always right, we are always correct. Nobody can salvage the zoo. One Nigeria is gone. Even people who wants to run for presidency, they are saying that they don't believe in it. The only reason why they now believe in one Nigeria is because they are making money for themselves and their families. But yet, as a black person, you can never reason things through. You can never reason things through. That is the thing about the brain of black African people, and that is why Africa is backwards. That is why Africans are suffering. That is why they are killing us all over the place, because we don't sit down to reason things through properly. That is why the Fulanis are there doing what they're doing. That is why people are campaigning and saying Black Lives Matter. Because we never reason properly. We never do. We never do. Very, very sad indeed. Nobody, I have said it, you have to be a complete idiot or a hypocrite to believe in one Nigeria. There is nobody with common sense in their skull that believes in one Nigeria. No human being at all. No human being whatsoever. Nobody does. That tells you all you need to know about the damnable zoological republic. That tells you all you need to know. And our people, we need to be wise. We need to know when we are being used. The Fulani using you today, be you a permanent secretary, be you somebody in the police, in the army, or in DSS, they are using you. You are nothing to them. Use your common sense. If you're something to them, they will not be doing what they're doing in the Middle Belt. Middle Belt fought the war, not them, not Fulani. Middle Belt fought the war. But look at what they're doing to them today. You people should develop some brain. Acquire some reasoning. Even in exile, he has remained one of the most consistent pro-democracy. He was in exile. He was in exile. Nadeko. They didn't go to his house to kill him, but he ran away in exile. He was in exile. Today, he's Jagaban, the future president of the zoo. He was in exile. Efulefu. Tinubu was in exile. Baby Sabo, maybe your lactogen has run out. Oh, look at him. He was in exile. He was one of the most consistent pro-democracy activists, despite 2 treason charges still hanging on his neck. But in 2023, they will rig him in. Are you following? People who don't know history. Zoo, as Nono Okafor is calling them. Zoo animals. Can you reason now? Nobody believes in your one Nigeria. Nobody does. Nobody in their right senses will ever believe in one Nigeria. Tinubu doesn't believe in one Nigeria. Britain doesn't believe in one Nigeria. Everybody wants one Nigeria because of what they can get from it. Not because they love the place. Nobody in their right senses can love the place anyway. Nobody can. Now you understand it? Now you understand it? Now are you following? Do you see why they don't want us to broadcast? You see why they do everything they can to stop us from telling the world the truth, from educating our people. Because we need education, we need enlightenment, we need reasoning to be able to survive, or else we will be overrun by the Janjaweed. These are the things that some of you need to understand and learn very quickly. Why do you think they will come to IPOB meeting and start firing at people, innocent people? Why? Have you ever asked yourself why? They want to intimidate, they want to put fear in you. So that when Mietiala comes with their terrorist groups and killing and maiming, you do nothing. A girl was raped to death in the same Enugu state. Did the DSS react? A girl was raped to death in Enugu state. Did DSS react? I'm asking you. Did they react? No. Did police react? No. A girl was raped by Fulani to death. Any arrest? No. But where the brothers of the girl that you raped to death was sitting down, praying and clapping, you came there and you shot them dead. And people are telling me that can ever be justified. Maybe some of these Efulefus, they live on social media. They're not in Biafra and nobody can see them. You can't see them. You cannot see them. We will then set example with one of them. Then you will know. When their own sister was being raped to death, there was no DSS around, no police around, no army, no Fulani was shot dead, none. And the relatives of that girl that Fulani is raped to death at Hamufu, when they were now gathered to pray, you came and you shot them dead. And Britain has said nothing. Nothing. And Britain, people will wonder, why do you mention Britain all the time? Because they created the zoo. It was Britain that created the nonsense, the zoological republic. Britain created the zoo. And you cannot do anything anywhere in the world without British consent when it comes to Nigeria. Thank you very much, Jesse J, showing us pictures of different shades of animals. You have to choose who you are in the zoo. Do you see why Nigeria is a zoo? Somebody came out and said, I imagine somebody like maybe, what's his name? Joe Biden. Imagine that American media today were to dig up a statement that he made even 30 years ago saying, I don't believe in America. I believe that America should be torn to pieces. Do you think Americans will vote for him? Do you see the difference between white people and black people? Do you see how they reason? Do you see why sometimes I ask God, why did you bring me to Africa? I don't understand why. You could have made me a tree. At least I'll be useful as a center table. They will cut me down and use me, or maybe as firewood. I'll provide some warmth. Do you see how foolish black people are? I'm asking you, can you imagine Trump 20 years ago saying, I don't believe in America? And then they vote him in. Do you think that's possible? Seriously, do you think so? Do you think so? But because Nigeria is the worst country, is the place where you have the most foolish people in the whole world, the most useless, they are there. That is why somebody will come and say, I don't believe in Nigeria, but he wants to be Nigerian president. Zoological republic. Zoo. Animals everywhere. They cannot reason. When you see white people killing black people, shooting them in the back in America, it's because they have waited for us to be reasonable and we've refused. Why do you think Fulanis are killing us? Because they have waited for 50 years and they have seen that every political generation is a fulefu after a fulefu. The more they come, the worse they become, to the extent whereby the Supreme Court is now giving us, a Fulani court is now giving us a governor in Imo State, who is an ex-Yahoo boy, a known criminal in Lagos, governor of the state, in the sacred land of Biafra. Then imagine what will come after him. Imagine. They told us that we give you we decide who your governor should be. We, Fulani Janjaweed, we decide. If you do any nonsense, we go to Supreme Court, we use a aeroplane turner and turn everything around. Please publish that picture of Tanko. Let them see who their Supreme Justice, Chief Justice is of the Federation. These are Tuaregs. These are people that have planned to take your land over. But because you're black and foolish, it cannot enter your skull. It can't register. Can't register. And I want everywhere we have our people to be at alert. Anytime you see them at night, creeping and going to arrest anybody, destroy them, that place. Destroy them. That same place. Destroy them completely. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. Destroy them and their vehicles. Anywhere you see them going in the middle of the night looking for who to arrest, destroy them. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Block the road and destroy them. That's what they do. They want to strike fear into you. The same thing they're doing now, they did to Fulani, they did to Hausa. They succeeded. Today, they only have Fulani emirs in Hausa land, only Fulani governors in Hausa land. They did the same thing to everybody in the Middle Belt. They succeeded. They went to Yoruba land. They beat a chunk out of them, which is Kwara State. They want to try the same thing in Biafra land. It will not work. It can never work. Not whilst IPOB is there. It can never work. You're wasting, and they know they're wasting their time anyway. Anyway, when the hunting season is around, Efulefu is there in very serious trouble. Nobody in their right mind believes in one Nigeria. Nobody. I want people to paste this Tinubu everywhere so you will know that nobody believes in one Nigeria. Nobody does. The Fulani, they want Nigeria because they want to conquer everywhere. Take our oil and gas and make Nigeria the home of Fulanis in the Sahel. That's the only reason why they want it. Those of them, I'm very, very happy now that the Oduduwas are now rising up and saying no to all that rubbish. Where is Middle Belt? When are you going to rise up? When are you going to rise up? How many are we? Biafra, Oduduwa, Middle Belt. Oh my goodness. People can't reason very well, honestly. Somebody wrote, and people must, as I said, Simon Ekpa is doing a very wonderful job. Absolutely wonderful. And needs the support of our people. Absolutely wonderful. He must be supported. Simon Ekpa is doing a very wonderful job. Must be supported. Please. And also, my good general is doing a very wonderful job. Wonderful, wonderful job. Wonderful job. And the rest of the people who are Ikenga from South Africa, all of you who are Biafra child, all of you who are coming out and broadcasting, you're doing a very wonderful. People must support them. And Igbo Unite. People must support all this. They are doing very, very well. You must support them. You must support them. Facebook can suppress my post and suppress my page. They cannot, of course, they have suppressed all these other people as well. I know from my guns, they have suppressed him. Even Ekpa, sometimes they leave him, sometimes they suppress him. You must support them. You must. Anybody that speaks the truth, you must go and support them. Very, very important. They reason very well. Very, very important, please. And I'll read from what my guru wrote today. He said, none of them believe in one Nigeria. It's just their survival meal ticket. Take a look at all those who have had the opportunity of making the zoo Nigeria a better country, but have further destroyed it. Then you'll understand that one Nigeria is for criminals. One Nigeria is for only criminal. Only a criminal can come out and say, go and look at anybody who lives in one Nigeria. Go and look at the person. Look at them twice. Look at them twice. And then you will know. Look at them twice, you will know. Have you ever wondered why they have not been able to stop us? Have you ever wondered why, despite all the things, despite all how many new feeding bottles they buy for their baby saboteur, have you ever wondered why they can never succeed? Do you know why they cannot succeed? Because they don't exist. They do not exist. They have nothing to offer, nothing to contribute, absolutely nothing. Envy and jealousy is not tantamount to strategy. It is never a strategy. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. That is why they cannot even see. They cannot. I don't want to go too further. Anyway, but I like what those young men are doing, and you must support them. Very, very important. And women as well, please. You must support all of them. All of them that come on live to preach this very gospel in truth and in every honesty. Verifiable truth. Verifiable truth. You must support them. And why must it? Because of this. We are doing what we are doing because of this. Gunmen kidnapped 7 students and 1 female teacher in Kaduna. Is it very clear to all of you now? Do you see their game plan? Now, have you heard DSS saying, gunmen are in Kaduna, we are going there. DSS, army, police, come, let's go. No. Do you know why they will not go? Because those doing the kidnapping are Fulani people. And what does that tell you about these people? What does that tell you about them? Every day is bad news. Yet you don't want to understand. Some of you don't want to understand. Do you see how foolish our brain has become? Gunmen kidnapped 7 students. This is from Vanguard newspaper. 1 female teacher in Kaduna. Gunmen have kidnapped 7 students along with their female teacher from a secondary school in Kaduna State. They have killed a vigilante and vandalized the church. This is the local vigilante that the IG of police is planning for Yoruba and Amoteku. So they can come with their, as I told you earlier, they can come with their gunmen and kill people and kill vigilante because you're not organized. Fulani will only strike you if you're not organized. They are afraid of organization. That is why they want to go and tear Amoteku apart. It's their strategy. It's their strategy. The attackers, they came in 20 motorcycles. If they don't have money, how can they come? If you claim that they're from Mali, from Timbuktu, who gave them motorcycles when they came into Zoo? Who gave them motorcycles? Our people must be able to reason. Sometimes I know that a black mind or a black man or woman is self-destructive. Their ignorance self-destroys them. The ignorance of a black man is what destroys a black man. I know that most black people are very, very foolish. But can't you ask yourself simple questions? Who gave these people guns and motorcycles? Who gave it to them? These were given to them by Fulani governors to cause mayhem, to bring death and destruction, to terrorize people. The entire apparatus of state, of governance of state in the zoo has been designed to deliver terrorism. When Buhari was elected, the dead one was elected, their mission was very simple, to conquer everybody. They went to Chibika Mechi. Chibika Mechi used the money of Biafrans, River State, to bankroll a Janjaweed. Nobody from the north gave him money. They went to Tinubu. Tinubu marshaled out all the media might of the Yoruba nation to get him elected. Not knowing that they were digging their own graves. Not knowing that when Tinubu was doing all this, he never knew that Parfashoranti that the daughter will pay with her life. None of them knew that the Fulanis will come, destroy Yoruba farms, destroy, rape, kill. Then when Tinubu was promoting the late dead Buhari, who is now in Saudi Arabia in a grave, they never knew. When Amechi was busy using our money to go and bankroll a criminal of PTF, they think we have forgotten PTF. 20 suitcases stuffed with money, they think we have forgotten. Halliburton scandal, they think we have forgotten. When all these things were happening, they thought they were doing themselves some good. All these idiots in the APC claiming in the name of Buhari this, Buhari that. Have you seen where you are today? All of you in APC in Biafra land, have you gone to the nearest bush where you are to see Fulani settlement? That's what you brought to your people. I call it the politics of Azikiwe. Penny wise, pound foolish politics. Because of political power, you betray the land where you come from. You betray your people. You give your land to Fulani and they will cut off your head for it. People are being kidnapped now in Kaduna. The same Kaduna people that fought the war, that came down as the officer class during the war. They are now in Birom territory, destroying them. The same Birom that gave soldiers during the war. They told you the same thing they're doing now. Oh, you are there and IPOB is there. The same garbage they said about Biafra during the war. Biafra is your problem. Not knowing, had some of you been able to reason then, as Shoyinka did, you would know that Biafra was the solution to your problem. So Biafra was. The same way today that IPOB is the solution. IPOB is the solution. Look at IPOB. They are doing this. They are proscribed. The proscribed IPOB. A journalist from the south is writing. Proscribed IPOB. But one day, he will lose his wife, his daughter, or his sister to these rapists. And then he will realize he will change. People don't learn from the South. I have no idea why that is the case. People don't learn. They don't learn at all. Gunmen in Kaduna, raping, killing, stealing, and abducting. But you are in Enugu shooting unarmed people. Talk about getting your priorities wrong. You are in Enugu killing people who are unarmed. Meanwhile, in Kaduna, you don't have troops and policemen to go to Kaduna to police and to provide security. But you are in Enugu killing people. Have you seen such nonsense before in your life? Have you seen such rubbish before in your life? And none of them believes in one Nigeria. Even if you go to DSS and ask them, they don't believe in one Nigeria. They don't. Oh, it's because of my salary now. I need to take care of my family. The way that every black man reasons, had white people reasoned this way, today we won't have computers, we won't have mobile phones, nothing. That is why white people are always ahead of black people, because we don't reason very well. Tell me why anybody will come out and be defending something he doesn't believe in. How is that possible? How is that possible? It's happening in Kaduna. They are kidnapping, they are killing. They want to reduce the Amotego. They kill the vigilante. That's what they want to do. Reduce the vigilante to nothing. Make it local priest, local imam, local traditional ruler. Those that can bribe easily and compromise all of you. But Amotekun with one central structure. Nobody can compromise it. But if you any day you allow yourselves to buy into this garbage of local one, local council, local meeting, you are finished. When Fulani came, they first took Gobert from the houses. They didn't go for everywhere at the same time. They first of all, they took Gobert from them. Named this Sokoto. Then they moved to other places. Moved to Katsina. Took everywhere from them. Installed their emirates. And it's over for them. It's over for Hausa now. Hausa doesn't exist. Does Hausa exist? That's why they don't want me to broadcast. They say, oh no, don't. Every time he's on the air. Because they know we are hitting them hard. Ordinary microphone. And you're running. Imagine when I come down, what will happen to you? And you know I'm coming, don't you? Of course you know that. Who doesn't know? Only a fool doesn't know that. In a country where corruption is, people talk about corruption, is no longer news. Senate directs the Attorney General, who himself is under probe, to probe 18 billion. $18 billion stolen in broad daylight. $18 billion. They are the people that believe in one. If you can steal this amount of money, why won't you believe in one Nigeria? The few white diplomats that believe in one Nigeria are those who are making money from it. Because the is a very corrupt place. Anybody can make money, as Trump said a while back. That his friends are making money over there. Why would you want Nigeria to break? As a white man, as a diplomat who is making money, you come down as an ambassador, you are going back as a millionaire. Why would you want Nigeria to break? Why? Only if you're a fool. People that want Nigeria to be one are those who are benefiting. They are like the Tinubus of this world. They want to eat the money meant for poor people. And then they turn around and give you 4 million to fight COVID-19, 4 million. They steal 18 billion, they give you 4 billion to fight it. That is why you're a black person who cannot reason. And that is why your outlook in life is black, very bleak, very sad indeed. That is why we have come to educate you, to enlighten you, so that you may change from your evil ways. And talking about changing from evil ways, there is one Efulefu. He's in Lagos. He thinks that because he's Osu, he thinks that Osu is a bad thing in our place. Of course, it's not. It is not. Because he went to the village and they called him Osu. He ran to Lagos and embraced everything called one Nigeria. But as somebody said, when his backside was still intact, he has not forgotten his boxer shorts somewhere in the north. Okay, he boxer short and now he wears none. When his brain was intact, he made a statement. He said, we can go to war again. Who will go to war again? Joey Bokwe, engineer, author, one that the Igbos will pick up guns again and fight for Biafra. This is the monkey castigating IPOB. Oh dear. Inconsistency. As I told the Fulefus in those days, when they joined me in IPOB, I said to them, A black man has a problem. They said, what is it? They said, ideological inconsistency. They are inconsistent. When you give a black man go small chicken change, he will abandon his principles. He will abandon everything he ever believed in because of money. He will buy a flashy car. He will buy a fancy house. And I ask all of you, how many black megastars do you know around the world who made money, who still is in money today? Very, very few of them. They always squander it. They always squander it. That is the way they are. Even those working for Facebook now, the money that they give to them, they will squander it. They look at all the politicians. Tell me any politician that came out only full and that kept stealing, that made it out of the money they stole in office. Go and check all of them now. Are they not poor? Or are their hotels doing very well? Did they build any factories? They only built hotels. Are they doing well? Go and look at all of them. There is one cockroach, one inconsequential buffoon. I do apologize for actually mentioning the idiot's name on a program which I'm anchoring. His name is Joy Ibokwe. He's based in Lagos. He's an Osu from Nnewi. He was chased away from the village. He thought the village they came for him to sacrifice him. He forgot that I abolished Osu long time ago. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. If people can go out and marry whoever they like, all people are born and created equal before God. I don't believe in all that rubbish. Osu nonsense. I don't believe in it. This one is Ibokwe. He ran away from the village because he's Osu. He went to Lagos and they gave him some chicken change and he changed. They give you chicken change and you change. And now he's pursuing change in APC as the gutter drainage commissioner for Lagos. He claims he has a PhD. He's in charge of gutter drainage in Ajegunle in Lagos. He's an intellectual in charge of drainage. This idiot a few years ago said he will pick up guns again. He was in fact in spirit an IPOB member. But they gave him money as they did to other ifulefus and started talking rubbish. Unless you're clean and pure, you can never last here. You can never. Because we are whiter than white and whiter than snow. We are clean, scrupulously clean, without blemish. That is why the enemy is afraid of us. If you don't know, let me tell you. Unbribable, unbuyable, uncompromisable. We don't compromise. Never, ever, ever. That's why we appear harsh and very hard to some people. Because they want to bring the zoo blood, their zoo contaminated, useless black brain into what we are doing. Once you exhibit that black stupidity, you are shown the door immediately. We can go to war again. Please, people should send it to the idiot, the moron, and tell him that the problem of a black man is ideological inconsistency. Inconsistency. You don't believe in the same thing for long. You change, you chop, and you change. We'll go to war again. If there is injustice, if this injustice, then what is IPOB fighting for? IPOB is fighting for the same things that you mentioned. BBC will interview. I want BBC to go and interview him again. Sabo network for Sabo connecting all saboteurs. That's their job. A criminal politician, as somebody said, Chimezie, residing in Lagos, clearing gutter every day. They give him some chicken change. He comes and talks rubbish. And we're here, the same thing the Hausas did, and Fulanis overran them. They think we are as stupid as they are. Of course we are not. It's there for the whole world to see. These are the so-called Lagos-based Efulefu intellectual about Wonko. These are the so-called intellectual one. The idiot like this. You knew that Biafra is the key. He knew that Biafra was important. But they gave him some change, chicken change, and he changed overnight. Typical, very typical. Senate calls for sack of NTA Star Times management Over 200 billion stolen. Before it was $18 billion. So this one now is 200 billion naira stolen. Lai Mohammed, one Nigeria. They believe in one Nigeria because of the money they can steal. Only an idiot believes in one Nigeria. Only a criminal does. That is common sense. Lai Mohammed's ministry, 200 billion stolen. Every day they do probe. You know, they do probe and they go behind. They share the money they have stolen and the probe dies down. Monkeys probing other monkeys for stealing banana. Is that possible? Can you see monkeys now gathering and probing other monkeys for stealing banana when all of them love banana? It's not possible. Of course it's not. They have stolen the money. They have stolen the money. 19 billion, 11 billion, billion. This is our nation. Is this our country? Our nation. Our forefathers gave to us in 1960. You are older than Nigeria. The person talking about his forefather giving him Nigeria is older than Nigeria. Nigeria was formed in 1960. The idiot talking about his forefathers giving him Nigeria is nearly 70 years old. I don't know how people. I can't understand how people reason. This black. I don't know how. I have no idea. Your forefathers gave you Nigeria. You're older than Nigeria, and your forefathers gave Nigeria to you. Fought and your forefathers. I have no idea what is wrong with black people. I have no clue. Only God can save them. Their stupidity is astonishing. And that's what we're supposed. You know, those complaining about my broadcast is because you know when I touch them, their friends are listening. You know, their friends listen. So when they go out, they want to pose. Their friends will call them, "Hey, come, monkey from zoo, come," and they get upset. Instead of them to get upset at their own stupidity, they get upset at Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB. That's what's happening. We are listened to in over 154 countries. 154. Unprecedented. Not even BBC can manage that. Do you doubt me? In the year 2013 and 2014, was Radio Biafra not more popular than BBC? When they on tuning they rate radio stations by popularity. Radio Biafra was number one. Am I lying? People went then to go and screenshot it. Number one radio station in the whole world. This Radio Biafra that I was anchoring. Don't you know that? That the world doesn't. When you see people get upset, oh, Nnamdi Kanu, this IPOB, they are this, they are. It's because their friends listened to Radio Biafra. They went to go and be posing, trying to play basketball, and volleyball. Their friends say, hey, come, monkey, go and get it. They ask, why are you calling me monkey? Because you're from a zoo. Then they get upset. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We are special. We are IPOB. That makes us a special breed. We are too special for the animals that inhabit the zoological republic. Everywhere. Everywhere. And that is why we are suffering abroad. And that's why we need Biafra. That same man has spoken again, Abariba. A man of steel. A man of honor and immense integrity. When your people's livelihood and their lives are threatened, that is how you know leadership. Let me see the idiot that come and say, I want to run for president. I'll ask you, when our people were being killed in Enugu, where were you? What did you say? Simple question. Then they'll go to Hanese. They'll pay it. It's our turn. These people, they must start. It's our turn now. If you are this wicked when you're not the president, imagine how wicked you will become when you become the president. The closure of the shops belonging to Biafrans, we are hardworking people. This is a message I want to send to the Ghanaian government this very evening, because I know they're listening. I have a lot of respect for Ghana and what they have been able to accomplish. But Biafrans are in Ghana not as illegal immigrants, but as hard-working businessmen. They own businesses all over the place. And I must also refer the good people of Ghana and their government to the protocols of ECOWAS on free movement, integration, and security. These are contained in the documents and in the articles signed by the state of Ghana to allow people to reside and to trade across West Africa, the same way they did with the EU. Because ECOWAS was modeled along the lines of the EU, because the EU was the economic community, EEC was European Economic Community. They formed ECOWAS, Economic Community of West African States. You know, we have to copy all the time because the EU, they were creators, you know. They created all the states in Africa. That's the truth. And we copied them. And because we copied them, we copied everything in the EU verbatim. That is why in ECOWAS, anybody can reside anywhere and do a legitimate business. They cannot be subject to deportation. It is impossible. Unless they have, of course, breached the rules of the land. That is what the protocol says here. ECOWAS protocol. We don't want to go to court in Ghana to be able to prove that to the government of Ghana that we are allowed to do business in Ghana. We are a blessed people. We know we are like the Jews. We are being persecuted all over the place. It's in our nature because we are blessed. We are doing business in Ghana, in Kumasi. What is happening in Kumasi is not good. And I'm telling the authorities that to leave our people alone. We are doing legitimate business in Ghana. We are contributing to Ghana's overall GDP. And we are paying taxes in Ghana. And this cannot continue. And it shouldn't continue. And we are not Nigerians, please. We are Biafrans. We are not Nigerians, please. We are Biafran people. We are not the terrorists you read about. The terrorists are the Fulanis, please. They're Fulani people, not Biafrans. We beg of you to allow our people to be. I will be speaking to them in the coming days, making sure that the authorities in Ghana understand our plight and leave our people alone. Abaribe have also spoken about it. That is how you know men. And some idiots will come out and say they want to become president. Mad people everywhere. I'm upset with all of them. They couldn't say a word. They couldn't say a word. Strong condemnation. They couldn't say it. Is to come out and say they want to be president. There are a few announcements I have to make this evening, and we must pay very close attention, please. It pertains to this glorious global family of IPOB. Immense. We are huge, we are big, I understand that. And with that also comes some feeding problems, which we are also very, very good at dealing with. And I must make this announcement this evening. Please, if you are placed as a national coordinator or you have replaced an existing national coordinator, please do not, I repeat, do not dissolve the cabinet. You inherit that very cabinet. Non-performers you can remove over time. Performers you encourage, you promote. That is how it's done. Very, very important, please. And on that note, I want to reiterate that the appointment of every officer within IPOB is down to me. I appoint and I dismiss. And I have a good reason for that. I appoint and I dismiss. Please, I am making it very, very clear. You don't dismiss anybody or appoint anybody without going through DOS. Absolutely important. That is why the South Africa Finance Officer, Mrs. Gloria Alia, she's from Zimbabwe, but married to a Biafran. So that makes her a Biafran. She will remain in her position as our finance officer in South Africa. It is not debatable. She stays there. And so does the old cabinet. They stay there. The only thing that we have changed is the coordinator and the deputy coordinator in South Africa. Everybody else stays in place. You work with them for some time. You see those who are performing and those who are not performing, and you deal with it accordingly. The issue, every issue regarding finance is dealt with by our sister, Nnamdi. And when it comes to West Africa, by Amarachi Ibe. No coordinator is allowed to remove or replace a finance officer. It's a no-no. You're not allowed to do that. But you can recommend a replacement by first stating your reason and making such known to our sister Nnamdi, who is our overall finance officer. And also from tonight, from this very second, senior officers and coordinators are banned. You are banned from making generalized audio messages and putting them on WhatsApp for circulation. No more. If you want to reach anybody or you have any message to communicate, you come on air and you say it. If it is something that you cannot say on air, you pick up the phone and you call the person responsible, or you have a conference call and then speak to the people who are responsible. No more all these stupid audios. I do not want it. And lastly, allow me to repeat, there is only one command in IPOB. We don't have groups in IPOB. There is none. We have IPOB and we have the volunteer command. That's all. Volunteer command of IPOB. No more groups of any sort. No more gathering of any sort. None whatsoever. There is none. It is either IPOB or it is IPOB. No name of any sort from anywhere. Our brigade of guards is the volunteer command. That's all. No other people from anywhere. No other name. And also, I wish to make a correction regarding the announcement I made about Ivory Coast, that they are IPOB. They are IPOB concerned citizens of Biafra in Ivory Coast that made the contribution to us. We still remain very grateful for that. We remain very, very grateful for that, please. Absolutely grateful for that. Absolutely grateful for that. You must send that very note to Tinubu and to Joy Bokwe. We want to give him publicity. He loves publicity, so we'll give it to him tonight. And the Yorubas must not cave in to this Fulani Janjaweed garbage. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing whatsoever. Absolutely important. Don't cave in to them. Once you do it, they will reduce you to the vigilante they have in southern Kaduna, and they will proceed to massacre each and every one of you. Absolutely important. That the state police, Buhari, worried about misuse of firearms, presidency, channels TV, garbage and rubbish. Fulani, but you have assault rifle. This is when they say Buhari, that means is who is the mask wearer of presidency, mask wearing presidency. They are still not. Has anyone seen Usibajo yet? No, you have not seen him because he don't exist. Have you seen Buratai? You can't see him because he doesn't exist anymore. Idiots. That is a country. When the white man look at you people, a place with no president, no vice, nothing, and you're still managing to trudge along, he will know that you people, you have no hope in life. People are useless. But Biafra, there is hope. And I also believe in Oduduwa, there will be life and hope. And if Middle Belt can get their acts together, also there will be life over there. Or else, everybody is doomed to a period of darkness that the Fulani has brought with them. And on that very note this evening, we bring this program to a conclusion. To some people, Biafra is what they discuss. To others, it is something they dream about. To some others, it's something that they talk about. To others, something they gossip about. But to us, Biafra is much more than everything put together. Biafra is even more important than life itself. Biafra to us is a religion. And here on Radio Biafra is where we worship, because Elohim Chukwokika Biama is our God. From me, from here, with pain at the loss of our people in my heart, and also abundance of love for what is to come in their memory, I say to all of you, good evening.